Yo, and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji. With me is Ryan. How are you doing, boy?
Yo, I am good, man. Had a great game week 1. This season is back.
It's been a while, buddy. I feel like I've not seen your face in ages. I know we talk all the time, but...
Yeah, no, you're right. Probably a good thing. I don't need to see your face all the time.
That's why we're doing video recordings now, right?
Yeah. The listeners want to see our faces. I don't want to see yours.
Yeah. They got a taste of it on the Draft Society stream, and they were like, just give me more. Just give me more.
True.
Yeah. That's why I got a haircut and shaved. I look human.
Oh, it's not because of, dating sites and stuff like that?
Oh, my blind date. Yeah, we're not going to delve into my personal life all over again.
All right. Fine.
Yeah, man. How was your break, by the way? Did you enjoy it?
Yo, it was too short.
Yeah.
Me back. More, less football, more break.
You're telling me the inside tracks took the life out of me, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. Like, that was... The thing is, the day you decided, all right, I'm going to make this happen, was so late on in the preseason.
It really was.
So you had no choice. It wasn't like you could stagger it anymore. But honestly, it makes sense because transfer activity was happening all before that, all after that. So doing it any earlier, you'd probably be posting old, stale data, right? So
yeah, I mean, look at. I thought we were late with the Wolves pod. Recorded the Wolves pod, and then everything went tits up. Like
yeah. Was it like 2 days later?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like, it's exactly what you said, right? I was trying to wait as late as possible. Also, I kind of just wanted a break from football last season. Like, it just felt like the last couple of seasons was just too much, man. Way too much football.
Is there such a thing, though?
No, there's not. There's not.
I mean, this summer was pretty... I don't want to bash the Women's League and say uneventful, but like, there was not much activity, right? Like, there were no Olympics or there were no other summer tournaments besides Women's World Cup.
I mean, speaking of Women's World Cup, Spain is in the final.
I was disappointed. I wanted Sweden to go the distance.
Same. I've got a little special place. Spain has a special place in my heart for very superficial reasons because I saw them play live. So
nice.
Yeah. But you're saying and?
No, I was going to say Australia, England. Like,
yeah.
Host team versus, I guess, your home team now.
It's like Il Ashiko because the Ashes.
Oh, shit. Right.
Oh, by the way, I already thought of a pod name for a pod while looking at new players.
What's that?
You know that Micky dude? Micky van de Ven?
Van de Ven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna be oh Micky, you're so fine.
You're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Micky.
Yeah. Hey, Micky. We should probably talk football though. I think that's why people are here though. So
no, they aren't.
All right. Welcome, listeners. I forgot how to do the whole, spiel thing. Welcome, guys. This is a Fantrax podcast, Banter Boys. No, but yeah. It's your first time listening to the Banter Boys podcast. Welcome. We cover everything in the Fantrax game. So typical template or way we run these episodes is we have two halves. First half, we have a bit of a data dump. Where we look at default scoring categories in the Fantrax game, and then we catch up in our leagues, which is really funny because somehow the fantasy gods put us in the same community league. And I really want to touch on that a little bit. And then we take our halftime pint, and then we go through Twitter/Discord questions, and we got a bunch because we've got amazing fans and listeners. I love you guys so much, honestly. You guys responded like such troopers. And then we run through FA/Waiver Picks for Game Week 2. But as always, we like to just continue with a bit of footy chat before we get into Data Dump. And we're trying to make this like an hour pod, but yeah, we'll try. We'll try. But yeah, I do want to touch on us being in the same DPL league for listeners that are in the community league. Yeah, we're in what is it? Rafinha Riot or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the hell did we get put in the same league? And not just that, we got put on opposite ends of the draft. Like, we basically could have. I mean, we were on a call while drafting. I'm not even gonna hide that shit. Like, there was no way we could have fucked up each other. We basically could have helped each other because there's no way you could have gotten my picks. I could have gotten your picks. Like, I don't think they thought this through. Like,
no, and I mean it was random, right? I got first pick, you got 12th pick.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, after you got first pick, when it came down to my turn, I think my options were like 8th pick or some shit like that, or 12th. Like, in hindsight, I kind of wish I went 8th, given how, like, the draft ended up for... Yeah, because I kind of wanted Madison, bro.
Oh, true. Okay.
I was really hoping Madison would have fell to me with Eze. I'm not, like, completely upset. Like, my options were still great with Eze and Trippier. Like, safe first two picks. But, yeah, it's just wild how that happened. But I'm glad, though. Like, it's better for our content, better for our pod.
Definitely.
Better for our competition. We're gonna get better as managers as well. And I mean, if we can like come first and second in no particular order, that's even better. Like, we'll just take all the winnings. Like,
yeah, no collusion though. No collusion.
Of course not. What? No. We will obviously play with integrity. Yeah. See, I know words.
Nice.
By the way, we got to do our season predictions and tweet that out.
I saw you put that here. I actually thought it was very straightforward this season, but now we have a whole game week of information that, to me, makes it look less straightforward. Yeah. United were not very good.
Wolves fucking played well, man.
Yeah.
Like, Neto ghosting out of his mind. Nunes
back to his pre-injury season form.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure whoever got Neto would have gotten him like maybe around 11 or early later. Maybe, but later. And he could well turn out to be like last year's Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah, Matthias Nunes, like you said just now.
Yeah.
He was drafted in probably only one of the leagues I'm in.
Yeah, it's wild, man. There was some like kind of wild results, like wild games and stuff like that. I mean, we can kind of touch on it as we're getting through the data dump and the segments and stuff. But did you watch a lot of football this weekend?
I watched maybe 4 of the matches. Not
watched
bad.
More than me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did I do? Saturday we hosted people, and then I went on my date. And Sunday I was building IKEA furniture all fucking day. But I managed to watch our game, and we look fucking good for a team that is not complete. But I mean, now we got Caicedo, Olise. We're probably gonna get Messi next. Like,
yeah, Salah's not happy. Sign him up, yo.
I mean, isn't he going to Saudi? That's what the
exactly.
Are saying.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
I would love that drama.
Complete rubbish. No, yeah. So I didn't watch much on Saturday. I think I went to the beach and then a friend's birthday lime. But Sunday, I just spent whole morning just watching football. It was great.
Yeah, I kind of want to get your take on that Spurs Brentford game. I didn't watch it, because I was a Flecken owner and we were like chatting about it while I was building my shit. But he had like fuck all points. We trashed him on chat, and then all of a sudden he started ghosting.
Yeah, Brentford played well though.
How was Spurs though?
Spurs were Spurs. I think they got a bit fortunate.
Yeah.
With their goals. I was shocked that Emerson Royale was starting again. Really.
Well, I assume it's because Ange likes his wingers to attack and defenders to defend, and Porro doesn't really defend. He pretty much just attacks.
That's fair. Okay. But then isn't Udogie quite attacking himself? He didn't look that attacking in the game, but...
Maybe. But I don't suppose...
Maybe he could just defend himself, at least.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, I'll give that to Emerson Royal. Like, he can I don't want to say he can defend because he can't really defend. Like his defensive traits are better than his attacking traits, even though he got a goal. I think that's the best way I can put that.
He's like Nelson Semedo.
Oh yeah, you took it right out of my mouth. Imagine both
Nice.
of them on the same team. Like, what are you
Fantastic.
gonna do?
You can't lose.
In fan
You can't
tracks,
win.
Oh, well, in real life, yeah. All right. We should definitely get started though. I think
No,
now.
wait. Season
What?
predictions.
What's up? Season. You still want to talk season predictions? Are we gonna do? I thought
Yeah,
we were
we
gonna
have
do
to- we gotta do
the
it.
little graphic and tweet it out. Like get Ross
Okay.
in on
Is that
it.
how we do it? All right, nice.
Yeah. And then revisit end of season, that sort of stuff.
Gotcha.
So I mean, we could go through our results next pod. I think because we
Gotcha.
would have completed by then. So yeah, let's do that then.
Alright.
Like I know I also added in our notes like I kind of want to touch on like buy low, sell high sort of stuff. But let's see how we're doing for time. If like by the end of picks, maybe we can touch on that. If not, do it as like a separate little blurb segment thing, and maybe we could release that separately. Oh, who knows? Maybe Patreon shit. I don't know if we should start charging people, but I don't care enough, and that's a lot of work, and I'm lazy, so yeah.
Yeah. Just hit us up. Buy us a coffee and we would
Yeah,
charge.
I love coffee. Yeah, I love coffee.
Or don't.
Alright.
We're not worth. All
Alright.
right.
Let's get
serious.
started.
Let's get serious. Yeah.
Ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
All right, so looking at game week 1 data dump. So we're gonna start with key passes. The highest number of key passes was 7 by Eberiche Eze, then 6 key passes by Julian Alvarez, Estupinan, Gross, Madison, then 5 key passes by Mitoma, then 4 key passes by Neto and Trippier. Thoughts, Ryan?
A lot of Brighton. I mean, they picked up exactly where they left off, right? The Zerbi brand.
Yeah, and they probably played the worst team in the league.
Yes.
Luton was so bad in the highlights I watched.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They were. But still, they did not skip a beat, like Brighton. And they rotated a lot, like.
Yeah.
So, these players, well, Mitoma, did he play? How much minutes did he play? How many minutes?
Mitoma? Let me check.
Don't recall.
But I mean, it's like crazy that they lost Colwell, they lost Caicedo, they lost one more. They lost McAllister, and they're still like purring. Like it's annoying, but it's also beautiful to watch.
Yeah, but when you buy a player like James Milner, like, is there any stopping you?
Rolls Royce, you know. Mitoma played 90 minutes.
Okay, so he did play the full game. But it did a lot of other rotation, like.
Yeah. There's a Dingra kid, hidden gem.
Yeah.
During Inside Tracks, for anyone
Want to
that
look-
followed us, you know. You would have, I mean, obviously, like, I don't think you would have started him because he came off the bench and scored a goal in 15 minutes. And it was pretty much like a gift of a goal. Did you see that? The defense, what Luton did? The guy tried
I
to
stopped watching
control juggle it in his own box, facing his own goal in the 6-yard box.
You're joking.
Watch it. It is so bad. It's like not even Sunday league. It's like Monday league football or Tuesday league football. It was really bad. Like
I play on a Monday, yo. That sounds about right.
yeah, it was really bad.
No, yeah, I didn't even start Ferguson, right? Like he wasn't starting, so why would you?
No.
And he also grabbed the goal off the bench.
I mean, with this extra added time, I feel like you can start bench players. Like
Definitely.
it's crazy.
Easily.
Like with Darwin as well. Like Darwin has that upside. Like Darwin, I feel like if he's on a streak or he's like playing an easy team or something like that, like you could risk starting Darwin, right?
Yep.
Possibly.
Yep.
Yeah. Eze balled the fuck out.
Yeah, not just him though. All of Palace, well, not all, but a lot of Palace options.
Ghosted
The defenders in particular, jeez.
Yeah, Ducouré ghosted well. Lerma ghosted well. Edward
Anderson,
scored points
Gahey.
like he never ever did.
Literally never did.
Yeah.
Jordan Ayew. I should stop using the abbreviation.
Yeah. Like Tilva, Bilva.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Jayu.
easier. Yeah.
It is easier.
Okay, KDB injured. RIP first round picks, yo.
Man, so upsetting. I went
Wait.
with him in FPL, but anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
But I mean, Julian Alvarez owners are winning right now. Winning.
Ridiculous. I mean, I saw people grab him in 4th round and I thought that was early. But
Yeah.
yo, he
But
is...
I think they lucked out though. Like I don't think I think like where he should have been drafted 5th and 6th, assuming everyone stays fit in that City team.
Yeah. So I was going to grab him because, like I said, I had first pick, right? So I picked Haaland. I wanted his cover.
Yeah.
And man, he went so early.
Yeah. But I'm gonna chalk up. I agree. Brighton are a great team, but I'm gonna chalk that up to like playing Luton. Madison first round pick value still showing.
Really does. Like I said, Spurs weren't too good. I could see them gelling later on and him getting even better, but he was probably the bright spark in the Spurs team. Son was not really himself still. I'm hoping he turns that around at some point this season.
Oh, I hope not. Like I don't own him anywhere, so fuck that. Like
Yeah, I'd like
just
I'd like
as
to
like
see them gel.
Yeah. Only 3 points, eh?
Yeah.
Son. That's crazy. And Trippier just is consistent as ever, man.
Correct.
Honestly.
He shared
so
set
good.
pieces though, didn't he?
Oh, did he actually? With who? Tonali?
Tonali, yeah.
Or Tunali, as some fans are calling him.
Nice.
Yeah. Nothing else. I mean, we talked about Neto balling out and United being shit, so.
True.
All right, let's go on to shots and how many won target. Highest number of shots attempted was 8 by Eze, 7 by Edouard, 3 on target. Eze had 0 on target. I don't know if I mentioned that. That was real shit, but... then Bowen attempted 6, he had 1 on target. Cunha attempted 5, striker for Wolves, he got 1 on target. And everyone else, there was like a long list of 4s. I don't care about that. We just look at outliers, so... Again, Palace. But Palace played Sheffield, and Sheffield have lost a couple of their big names. So, I don't know. But Eze at the heart of everything, man. Like, it's mad.
Yeah. Honestly, if he had just put like 2 of those on target, monster score.
Yeah, it's like, that's what's blowing my mind. The guy got 20 points, pure ghosties, and had 8 shots with 0 on target.
0 on target, yeah.
That is crazy. Like right now, you
Ridiculous.
start the draft over. He's like first half of the first round, right?
If he keeps up that kind of performance, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's not gonna play Sheffield United
No.
every day. Yeah. Anything else stand out for you, or is it like kind of expected, kind of surprising?
Cunha against United, I didn't expect. Like,
Yeah.
but no, not too much else.
I wonder. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say no. It just seems like players are rusty. Like Bowen 1 on target out of 6.
Yeah.
Eze 0 out of 8. Like maybe they grow into the season, so maybe next week's data dump might show better stats.
Yeah. And I mean that shot by Bowen on target was a hell of a goal, though.
Oh yeah,
It's a great finish. I wonder if Cunha's shots. I should have checked this, but it just occurred to me, like, because they had that halftime sub, right? Lisandro Martinez was just tackling like a madman because he's
Right.
Argentinian, and then they brought on Lindelof. So I'm wondering if Cunha had more opportunities with Lindelof on the pitch versus like someone more physical like Martinez, right?
Interesting.
So like game states and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Accurate crosses into the box. 4 by Neto, 3 by Estupinan, Eze, Reece James, Sterling, 2 by Bueno from Wolves, who only played 12 minutes. And then 2 by KDB, Giles of Luton Town, Harry Wilson, Ashley Young. Thoughts, Ryan?
A lot of Chelsea boys.
Yeah.
Well, 2.
Couple. Yeah. I mean, a lot of our attack went down that right side, which was frustrating because, like, I mean, if I had to do like a quick rant about like how that game went, I was surprised we started with a back three with Disasi starting. I mean, there's going to be so much discussion about whether it was back three, back four, Chilwell playing left wing. I
Right.
still think it's a back five. Chilwell just didn't defend, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I think he was given that free reign.
Yeah,
But I agree. Back
Yeah.
3 with
just Chilwell just unhinged. But yeah, I was surprised we went with that. Like Mudryk got benched. And we've been saying like Sterling we expect to start even though he's been shit because of pedigree, experience, all that sort of stuff, like his versatility, his fitness. So he's gonna get game time. And we really grew into that game. Like the offside goal for Salah definitely helped. And we just kept getting stronger and stronger. And like Connor was frustrating in the first half. Sterling was frustrating in the first half because they kept trying attacking things and it was just going to shit. And then I feel like second half, they kind of switched into more supportive roles. Like Connor's best touch was the tackle on Salah for the counter to win the ball off of him. And Sterling was basically just allowing Reece to kind of get forward, overlap a lot better, that sort of stuff. Enzo is a fucking world-class baller. He looks so good. Like some of his one-touch progressive passing is just so mesmerizing to look at. And I think it's just going to get better once Caicedo slots in next to him. Nico Jackson.
Do you think he has more free reign to like go forward then?
Dude, the guy took like almost all our corners. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was shocked.
That was
Completely shocked.
baffling. I did not see that coming at all.
I was expecting it to go to Chilwell or James. Like,
Yeah, so I'm wondering like what do Chile and Reece owners think right now? Because like Chile, even though he looked fucking great, didn't do that well in the end, right? In terms of
right.
he got what 11.5 including an assist. Like I kind of expected him to score close to like 15, 16. Like yeah, it's a few points, but like 0.25 wins you a fucking matchup these days. So
True.
But yeah, like Enzo fucking ball out. Nico Jackson looks the real deal. Very positive, drives forward a lot, tries to get shots on target, always has the right pass. And what I appreciated a lot is that every time he had pressure on his back or there was some defender haggling him or holding him back, instead of like dropping off and holding up the ball and letting other people run ahead of him, the guy just kept running. Like he was just like, I'm just going towards this goal. Like nothing's gonna stop me. But yeah.
So
I think
listeners,
that's about it.
Clearly, Sanchez still a Chelsea fan.
Yeah,
Please disregard, like,
everything.
tone that down by like 40%, and you might get like a real impression of how Chelsea played. No, you guys were good,
Yeah,
but I want to see you guys just trash a weak side, and then
I mean, well, Liverpool's lack of number 6 really showed that game.
yeah, it did definitely.
Yeah, so they really need to sort that shit out. By the way, you're a Mudryk owner. How do you feel like about that? I know it's only one game week. Things can change with Caicedo, etc. Are you holding?
Yeah, I considered trying to sell now, but I think he's going to start, say, game week 3 on when fixtures turn and get easy. I think he'll hit some form early, and then I can sell high maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to hold right now.
Yeah. accurate crosses stuff. Other than that, Giles replaced Doughty, right? There was a lot of like confusion about that. Like I drafted Doughty and I ended up dropping him when I saw he was benched. I was like, fuck this. I don't really want to see attached to any assets. We talked a lot about that on Inside Track stuff. Harry Wilson back in the points. Ashley Young. I know you really bigged him up. I don't know if it was as a joke or like you were serious, but
I like Ashley Old, man.
he's alright. He's not too bad. But yeah, other than that, I think maybe keep an eye on Bueno. Like that stood out to me. There were a couple people that like had very few minutes and still got points, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, good few.
Dude, there was a guy that got like six points in 1 minute.
I mean, but 1 minute on Fantrax could be like 15 minutes based on injury time.
Yeah, true. All right, let's go into extra outliers. Tackles 1, high of 7 by Paqueta, then 5 by Low of Sheffield United and Souček. Dispossessions, there was a high of 8 by Ayew. Interceptions, a high of 5 by Mateus Nunes, then 4 by Bear from Burnley, Bissouma, Tarkowski. Clearances, there was a high of 11 by John Egan, 10 by Pinnock, 10 by VVD, 10 by Zuma. Successful dribbles, a high of 6 by Mateus Nunes, 5 by Bissouma, then 4 by Bowen, Pedro Neto, and Marcus Rashford. Aerials, 12 by Lerma, 10 by Morris, the centre forward for Luton. And then block shots, there was a high of 3 by Casemiro and Kilman. Anything jump out to you here, Ryan?
Nunes and Bissouma showing up in 2 same categories, interceptions and successful dribbles. I like that in a player, and I like to see Bissouma back. I mean, we've seen in the past where he just stands up in the middle of the pitch, jokingly just dribbles through 2 or 3 players. Yeah. Glad to see he's back. It looks like West Ham had to do a lot of defensive work. Paqueta, Souček up there on the tackles 1 list. Zuma on the clearances list. Yeah. Not sure if that's a good sign or not. I didn't watch that game.
Yeah, I didn't watch the West Ham game either, to be honest. But, I mean, they played Bournemouth, and I'm not saying like Bournemouth's a shit team, but it's not like they're a top 6 team sort of thing. It's interesting that Paqueta, though, like, is putting up defensive-ish numbers, especially when I feel like that's one of the reasons people are like reasoning, oh, that's probably why he's going to Man City. He's not really a Moyes player. Like, he doesn't really play the dirty, gritty, hardworking football that Moyes likes, sort of thing.
Right.
But yeah. I love that one thing didn't change from last season. Last season, the highest number of dispossessions, 83 by Jordan Ayew.
Nice. Morris, is he going to be like for lack of a better word, Mitrovic?
Nice.
Well, that's a lot of aerials, huh?
Yeah. I was thinking Benteke, but same thing. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot, to be honest. I'm gonna wait and see a couple more game weeks because their centre backs were Van Hecke and Dunk, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna I think I'd watch the highlights and see did like Morris pin himself up against Van Hecke maybe, because I would assume Dunk is the more aggressive centre back.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I would give that a couple more games, but I mean we're not going to be able to see Luton until game week 3, right? Because they're blank.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's interesting though. I think you own him, don't you? In one of your leagues.
Morris? Yeah, I benched him.
Oh wow. I mean, I don't blame you. Like promoted team, centre forward could have easily been like a 1.5 pointer, like some forwards get. So I get that, but on pens, so that's good.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Now I think let's do league updates. So we're in the same league, so this is going to be kind of fun to talk about. And then we'll just quickly touch on our other leagues to kind of pick each other's brain, see if we can kind of help each other progress, etc. Okay, so I'll let you start with our DPL Com League.
Sure. So I won 113 versus 70. Game week good. I drafted Bowen on the turn, so I guess second or third round. I'd say third round. I guess that's early, or some people were surprised. I think that's where he should be going, but that worked out. My City stack smashed it, man. I had Haaland, Rodri, Edison in goal, who I only grabbed because they were weakened in defense, right?
This guy started his game week on Friday with a 71-point lead.
Yeah, 71 or 4 players. It was insane.
That is disgusting. Like, what do you tell your opponent after that? Like, and the best part was you were a massive dick about it in the Twitter group.
Non-intentional. I mean, they don't know me.
Yeah.
How else do you get to know someone by seeing their true asshole self, right?
And that's why we're putting up a video version of you now, so...
Yeah. Game week bad or game week regrets, I guess, is I benched a shit ton of points. Like, I mean, I pretty much sealed the fixture after that City game, so I didn't go out of my way to make sure I had a starter ready for like Liverpool Chelsea. I had Mudryk and Darwin in my squad, and I didn't really swap them out. I could have brought in Varane, who smashed it. But anyway, I benched 63 points with Caicedo on my bench. So obviously he got nothing.
Yeah, I was surprised you benched Vissa, man. We were so high on him.
Me too.
Like,
I just decided, you know what? I'm going to just go upside, play with Darwin, and whatever.
Yeah. But listen, I mean, as much as you want to dick around, don't forget that like points for can make a difference in standings.
Yeah,
so.
I thought about it too. I was just like, it's game week 1. I'm alright.
Like, would you be first if you had played your... Like, if you had not fucked around a little bit? Like, I feel like
I might be,
yeah. Maybe.
Yeah,
damn.
Probably.
That's impressive, man. That's pretty good. And you beat our commissioner as well. He's just going to kick you out the league now, so... Yeah, what else is going on
roster concerns? Well, really just Mudryk and Darwin. Then not starting is a bit of a concern, but I think I'm going to hold and see for the while. Probably sell high when they hit form. And I guess moves I've made so far, I drafted Rico Lewis when lineups came out. Obviously, I'm not going to hold him. So I got Rico Henry in, like for like.
Nice.
And the bad news, Timber and his it was ACL, right?
Yeah.
That sucks.
He's fucked for the season, right?
Yeah, so I got Tomiyasu in. Both of those moves I think was pretty much no fab, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, Tommy got like 3.75 or 4 points in like 39 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's basically like on for 9 points every game, basically.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good moves, man. I like those moves. Like, especially the Rico Lewis one is like you gamble on you're purely just for the clean sheet, right? That's basically all he got, 7.5 or whatever. So
yep.
And I mean Rico Henry's attacking, he's gonna get forward, he looks good in the eye test. Like, I like that. Okay, so for me, I got a win as well, like 68 versus 60. I rounded up. I should not have won because my opponent basically didn't. He had like 3 duds in his starting lineup, but also his bench was absolutely fucked. And he's got Romelu Lukaku on his bench. So I feel like you deserve to lose. Game week good. Eze was my first round pick, and that paid off. Late picks like Bayer from Burnley, who got 6 points, even though he conceded 3 goals and came off early. Egan also paid off, got like 8.25 after conceding 1, so he kind of ghosts well in that sense. And I feel like he's got a goal in him, if I remember from like previous seasons and stuff like that. So I'm happy with those. Game week regrets. Slimani was a flop. He was supposed to be like this hidden gem thing, but I mean, he didn't even start, right? So I don't know if I can call him a flop yet. Jimenez got negative 0.5, but I watched the highlights. He hit the post. So that's like a massive swing right there, of like 0 or 10. Because apparently he did nothing else. Jota blank, 2.5. Hold off at 65 minutes. That rotation is scaring me a little bit. And I hate myself for it because all of preseason I was telling myself I'm going to avoid the Liverpool attack. They're going to get rotated. They're going to get subbed early. I should really go with like a Bowen or like some other nailed pick from a lesser team. But no, I was like, Liverpool looks so exciting. They've signed so many great midfielders except number 6. And I was like, they're going to score a lot of goals. And maybe I should just be patient, right? Or maybe trade to other managers that have, like, you know, for example, you've got Darwin Nunez, right? Or I target like the Gakpo owner or the Luis Diaz owner, and maybe get some Fab or get another player. But it's like I really just want a piece of that Liverpool pie. Like,
yeah, same. That's why I got Darwin in, right? But you're right. I also picked him comfortably knowing he has high trade value. So if the situation were to come up, I could just offload him.
Yeah. So
I mean, I passed up a 70 Fab offer for Darwin before Game Week 1 even started.
It seems amazing now.
Yeah, exactly.
So like right now, like I'd tell managers, you know, like go buy low on Nunez, go buy low on Mudryk, right? But if you want to be like Ryan, be patient. Like because I do think they're gonna bang at one point. Like they're good players. We saw it in preseason.
Fixtures are ripe for them, so
yeah, exactly, right? Mudryk has a good run of fixtures. Like Kaishida comes in, what if he goes back to a back four like we played all preseason, right?
Yep.
And Liverpool sort their shit out, start unleashing goals upon everyone. So like I wouldn't be trading him out before Bournemouth, especially.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Roster concerns. Yeah, it just feels a little, I don't know, it felt boring. Like I got one attack in return, like an assist. And I was just like, I was like really heavy on like my whole ghost points, all that sort of stuff. And like eye test wise, I felt like I got a little unlucky here and there. Like, I feel like Tarkowski could have gotten an attack in return. Eze probably could have gotten one. Nico Jackson could have gotten one. Jimenez, but like, I mean, obviously I won, but whatever. Like, it's just, I'd like, you know, to be spoiled with points on my bench like you.
Right.
Waiver picks, I dropped Slimani, grabbed Emerson, dropped Lockyer because they blank and Luton are shit, and I grabbed Norwood because Fleck is out injured, and I saw Norwood took corners, and so easy route to key passes.
Yeah, he looked, stat-wise, I didn't watch him closely, but stat-wise, he looked like he put up some solid involvement, ghost points.
Yeah. Do you have any concerns in your Banter Boys home league? I'm not in that league this season. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. No concerns right now. I mean, I won that one in the end fairly comfortably. 30, 40 point lead. The strong points are pretty much the same as this one. I went Bowen early there too. The concern, I guess, is similar to this one. I have Jota there versus Darwin, and the rotation is a bit of a concern. What about your...
Yes, I mean, I had a loss in IGL, so I'm in like another community league. And I think it was a combination of shit streaming and just,
like
again, I don't know. I don't know if it was luck. It was probably luck as well. Wait, what did you say? Sorry?
Shit streaming.
Shit streaming, yeah.
That's
yeah.
us.
Yeah, definitely is us. Cue the next technical difficulty.
Oh, man.
No, but it might have been luck as well, right? Because I think I had like a 24, 25 point lead going into the final day. I had Bruno. My opponent had Dalot, Eriksson, and Rashford. But then he made subs and I think he picked up Varane. Yeah. He got the goal, clean sheet. Basically, like, and I ended up losing by like 2 points in the end.
Right.
Which sucked.
Jeez.
And that's like, that is basically like me grabbing, Fotheringham or whatever the Sheffield United goalkeeper is versus Neto. I basically grabbed like the worst goalkeeping option. And And I mean, if you compare our fullbacks, like Luca Digne, who conceded 5 goals, got negative 1.5. Matty Cash got negative 5.25. I watched the highlights. Matty Cash should have scored a goal. Like,
Right.
so he gets forward, right? But I guess again, that was another one of those players where I felt like he was very boom or bust when trying to draft him and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gimmick 1. I try not to read into this shit too much, so we move. That's it. Shall we take a halftime pint?
Let's do it.
All right. So we'll see you after the break with questions and picks. So we'll see you in a bit. And we are back. We're not gonna finish under an hour,
Nope, no chance.
but it's because people love us.
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that, buddy. That's
That's what my
a
therapist.
healthy way to. Yeah, that's a healthy way to live life.
We got questions, man. Lots and lots of them.
Good. Let's do it.
What do you want to do? Ask, answer, because we got Twitter, Discord, so we can kind of mix and match.
I can ask the Twitter. You could take Discord.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
First one up, it's from our regular Draftash. So he says, "Welcome back, boys. It's been too long. It really has not been long enough. Hope you all had a great summer and week 1 has been a success for you. Yes, it absolutely was good for me. Mixed bag for Sanji.
Yeah.
Who has been your best late round pick or free agent pickup from the opening weekend? His owns are Anderson in round 14, who got 23.5 points in 2 leagues. Jeez. And he got Wissa. No, there's no way he got Wissa in round 13.
I need to join your league,
points.
man.
That is insane.
That is madness. I feel like he went in like round 10 or 11 for me. In like
Oh,
all
no,
my
I took-
leagues.
I took him way earlier than that. I think I took him like 7th.
Yeah.
8th,
probably
yeah,
gra-
7th, 8th on the turn.
You probably grabbed Wissa before Tony went.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you grabbed him 8th in DPL. Spot
Yeah.
on. Yeah, I'm looking at our draft board from DPL. I mean, so I'll answer. I'll let you go next.
Sure.
Late round drafts. So what are we considering late round? Like 10 and after, 11 and after? Like what would you say?
11 and after, maybe.
Okay. So I'm gonna name my 11 and after. Ryan Christie, Tom Lockyer, Anis Ben Suleimani, John Egan, Jordan Beer, Mark Flecken.
Lovely.
I feel like all of them flopped, but
Egan's not bad. Come on.
Egan, Beer, and maybe Flecken, but the jury's out on that one still. So
Sure.
but yeah, not as good as yours, Tash, at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody competes there, really. My 11 onwards was Morris, Vardiol, Ings, who I dropped, Caicedo, Varane, and the Spurs goalkeeper, who I also dropped. Varane on my bench did well. Caicedo, I'm so happy he got that move that he wanted, because everybody was avoiding him.
Yeah.
So I think his value went way up.
Yeah.
And Morris I benched as well. So, I mean, while my players did decent, they were on my bench.
Did you have any good late picks in your Banter Boys one?
Let me pull that up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up my IGL one right now. So for my IGL one, my late grabs, I was second pick over there. 11 moving forward, Thiago Silva, Alfie Doughty, Ben Slimani, Tom Lockyer, John Egan, Ryan Christie. Holy shit, I basically drafted the same way on both of them. So shit all around, you know. I don't mind Tilva though. Like Tilva did well, I think, like points wise, even though he conceded a goal. So
Yeah? So, what did I do? I did Ryan Christie. Oh, man. Colwell, Ryan Christie, Igor from Brighton, Norgard, Cole Palmer, and Bayer. I was just going wild because this league is not as competitive. I just felt like I could do randomness.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like you did randomness in our Com League draft too. Like
Not
you grabbed
too
Timber.
bad. Yeah, super early.
Yeah.
Man, that backfired so hard.
But that draft was tough, man. So
It was hard.
yeah. I mean, we could probably do a tweet with this as well. Actually, maybe this week, like give
Sure.
us your best late round pick. I'm curious how other people fared. So
Yeah, good question, Tash. Alright, let's see. What else we have? Another regular, Robbie P. So his handle is at Atimakara's, which you probably know by heart by now. He's asking for way too early takes. Love it. Who do the panel regret drafting the most already? Ooh.
So because I'm still on my IGL board, I'll touch on that. I do have slight regret drafting Gakpo as my second pick in second position.
Right.
Because I was heavily debating Jared Bowen at like 3 a.m. watching YouTube highlights of their preseason and trying to talk myself into drafting Jared Bowen, but then saying, oh no, they're terrible, no rise, da-da-da. So I'm a little upset about that. Other than that, too early, I don't think there was anyone else in there. Maybe Matty Cash at 10. I don't know. But that's kind of late. So, yeah, I don't think there's any other. Well, I guess Alfie Doughty, Soleimani, Lockyer, like half my draft basically. What about in Banter Boys for you? I'm gonna switch over to DPL while you talk.
Yeah, so in Banter for me, I went Dalo as my first defender there in 5th round, quite early. Obviously, I handcuffed myself with Wan-Bissaka, so that worked out, but Dalo's clearly a regret. I own Jota there, but I got him in 4th round, so I'm cool with where he went. I'm just not that excited to be an owner. Until he turns it on, and then I'm super excited again. And then, yeah, you heard the randomness I did at the end of this one, so.
I don't know if I have any regrets in DPL, like early draft picks, because I kind of like my own. Like I was end of the snake draft, so this is the one that we're both in, right? I kind of like mine. Like I'm not too upset. Like even if I want to say like, oh, Ivan Toney was an early pick round 7, like at the start of round 8, I took Jensen, and then everyone after that was like Tielemans, Trossard, Konate, Mitrovic, Kluivert, Buendia, Tonali, Sade, DCL, Kovacic, Visser. Like maybe I could have gone Visser, but other than that, Tonali had a great start. Like I'm still happy with getting Ivan Toney. Like both Visser and Mbuemo are gonna go to AFCON, right? So
Right.
patience can pay off. Like I can make a comeback, a massive comeback in the second half of the season. So
Okay. I did randomness on defense here again, so I drafted Timber in round 6. Man, that backfired so hard.
I still can't believe you did it. I remember when you were doing it live and you were like, I'm gonna go for Timber, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy, but go for it. Like
Yeah. It did not play out. Fine. But again, just Darwin Nunes. It's like a Liverpool theme here. We're regretting the Liverpool early grabs.
yeah.
But I think they'll come good, so I'm not too worried.
Like could you have gone for anyone else in that round? Because like maybe Callum Wilson.
If I knew Solly March was like fit and ready to go, I might have gone March.
Wait,
If
how?
I knew where Olise might end up, maybe Olise, but no.
Wait, what do you mean? Like instead
Instead
of
of Darwin?
Oh yeah. See, like it's the same Liverpool dilemma with us, man.
Yeah.
Like because like Jota was like the last Liverpool forward for my 4th round pick. Like I could have gone like
Alvarez. Well,
Estupinan or
Estupinan, exactly.
Chilwell. Yeah, there's like João Pedro. Like, there's so many different high upside picks, but I was like, oh no, Liverpool. I fucking hate
Don't
Ross.
worry.
I blame Ross. Like,
Sell high, sell high.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, lots of regrets, but what's new? So, thanks, Robbie.
Okay, next up is Carell. His handle is at Cade. So, JWP, Adama Traore, Jack Harrison. Where do you advise to spend the fab and how much?
0 on Harrison?
Agreed.
Why are people spending like bucket loads on Harrison? He's injured.
He's injured, yeah. You won't get anything out of him for at least a month.
Like, Everton don't even have a fit striker. Who's gonna score all these goals that he's creating chances for?
Right.
Yo, you know, it'd be crazy if Lukaku ends up there.
Oh, that'd be so good though. No, he needs to go Spurs, yo.
Yeah, he's just trying to get the entire footballing world to hate him at that point. Traore. I got him in one of our leagues. Well, my league. I think IGL
really?
or whatever.
How
Yeah, I
much
got
you
him for
pay?
like 15 fab.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, cheap.
I bid 11. I think that was the max I was willing to go.
Yeah.
But 15 seems fair. 15 is
Dude,
good.
he went for 60 in our com league.
He
or
went for
something.
100 in the Banter League.
Well, that's because it's Andres. Like, I love you,
Yeah.
Andres, but you're a crazy guy, man.
Yeah.
I said,
bid-
go ahead.
No, I said I bid 11. I bid 11 in the league we're both in. In Banter, I bid 1.5.
Yeah.
Second highest bid though. First one was 100.
Yeah. That is just insulting, but I thought fucking hilarious at the same time.
Yeah, it was honestly jokes. So
And
much
then-
jokes.
I followed that up by posting a emoji of an oil drum, and Andres thought I posted a trash can, and he felt even more insulted. So,
Saudi money.
yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. So Traore, I think, I think that's league dependent, but I think you should be dropping fab on him. Like, what's a reasonable amount you think then, given all the values that you've kind of heard?
I would say 21 max is what I would go.
Yeah, like as high as maybe 30 or something. Like, I don't want to be spending half my fab because
Yeah, no, definitely not.
there's like no guarantee that he starts. But if he does start, he gets
Exactly.
minutes. He's just gonna run around, dribble everyone.
Yep.
Like that's a player I would sell high on, actually.
True.
Yeah.
I love the intro pick.
Yeah, I know, right? Too good.
So good.
Too good. GWP. This was like a hot topic across a lot of chats today. He got purchased in a lot of leagues. I mean, I dropped 100 in our league. In both my leagues, I dropped 100. Obviously didn't get him. What about you? You tried 100 or something lower?
No, I went low. I went 61. But again, that league is kind of strange. But he went for 100. So yeah, by multiple bidders at 100.
Yeah, I think it was like basically values between like 101 to like 120 maybe. I don't know if I saw anything higher than that, but yeah, whoever got fab like at early point during the window, like a transfer window preseason, just bid all of it, right?
Yeah, the max more than the next person.
I have no idea what to expect from that, right? Because is he gonna take pens away from Benrahma, etc.? Like, is he gonna share set pieces? Because he's not the main man at West Ham, like he was at Southampton. He was captain at Southampton, right?
True. I think he's gonna play week in, week out. I think he is gonna get direct free kicks. I mean, you have to be silly to not give him that.
Yeah.
But pens, who knows, right? But I do think, West Ham are a better team, so there's better opportunity for him to tick along, I would think.
Yeah. They've got a bunch of tall fucking centre backs and midfielders.
Good point. If he's on corners or something,
Yeah.
people are winning.
Yeah. Because I feel like his value at Southampton dropped because they stopped starting Vestergaard, which was basically like a lightning pole on the field.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, listen, he's a proven asset, so I won't fight you for bidding high.
Agreed.
So go big, go home sort of situation. Sweet.
Yep. And final Twitter question is from Pan Arcadia. Same handle. I didn't have much luck with forwards in my draft. Who should I look out for?
We could save this for the FA/waiver pick segment
Sure.
if you want to listen in, because we're going to discuss that, right? Under 50 picks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, you're going to have to trade to get like over 50 players. So it's hard. Like, I mean, if you don't like our FA/waiver picks, I would say send us a screenshot of your team. So maybe we could suggest trading out some assets that you might have extras of, so you can get a better forward than the ones that we're going to suggest, because it's probably going to be shit selections given what's in the player pool and what we knew was an already slim forward pool.
Yeah. I'll throw out one name just because he got a red card and maybe now is the time you can buy him low. The Zarori?
Oh, from Burnley.
From Burnley.
True. He's blanking as well this game week?
Blanking, so I guess doesn't serve his suspension, then will have to serve his suspension. I'm sure you can buy low because managers just don't want to hold for that long.
Yeah. Or, I mean, just wait and see. Like, transfer window's open for a little while still. I'm sure
Good
there's
point.
definitely going to be a couple of big names still to come in.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So now let's move on to Discord stuff. So our first one is from Real Alcoholics. It's basically our Newcastle Inside Tracks fan rep, Kendall. Hi, Kendall. I think he forgot a question. I don't know if this is a statement, but most surprising performance. What would you say? I've got a name. I mean, I feel you're gonna steal mine.
I'm gonna say Eze actually.
Really?
Just because of stat output, like that 8 shots to me was insane. I don't think I knew he was a good option. I didn't know he was that good. Like,
no Zaha, no Ulisse. He's the heartbeat of the team.
yes, on pens.
Yeah.
Like,
pens.
sure, I would have taken him in second round if he fell to me.
Yeah.
But man, 7 key passes, 8 shots. That's elite stats.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. Let me see. What the hell? Are you serious? Aaron Wan-Bissaka scored the most Fantrax points this game week?
Yeah, 29. What is it, 29?
Madness. Yeah, 29, dude. That is absolute madness.
Boom. I love it.
Like, the rest kind of makes sense after that. Maybe not Anderson and Edward. Maybe Anderson,
right.
less so Edward.
Yeah.
Carlton Morris, like we talked about, yes, he got a goal, but he still scored closer to 20 than to 10, which is not what I expected. Sandro Tonali scored a goal, 16.5 points. But it's really, for me, the Wolves boys, Nunez and Neto.
True.
Did not expect that shit. Pure ghost points, 18 by Neto, 16.5 by Nunez on default scoring. Like, what? I'm assuming those are assets, but any of the league results surprised you?
Not really.
Dude, Everton put up like 2.3 XG with like
I saw
no
that.
goals. Yeah.
I saw that.
They really need a striker.
I think Wolves were unlucky and their performance surprised me, but the result was United won, so...
Yeah. And I heard Burnley played really well. That scoreline doesn't reflect the game, apparently.
Yeah, they played well, and then they got a red card, so...
Yeah. Also, Forest kind of held their own. I expected them to get rolled over.
Away from home?
Yeah. I mean, at Emirates too. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
True.
The Newcastle 5-1 Aston Villa thing, like...
That's good. That's a good shout. That one actually was surprising. That was very surprising.
Fucking wild, man. Like, there was so much hype about Unai Emery's team and all that. But I did want to say one thing, and it's something I picked up from Match of the Day. Mings, obviously ACL injury or whatever, right? His knee's fucked. It just seemed like there was no leadership in that backline after. Like, the defending was pathetic. Honestly, it was so bad. Like, they were playing highline. Pau Torres, I mean, he's a great player, but he just was not doing smart things. Like, you're playing highline and then trying to play people offside as the last man, like, and failing at it miserably. Like, it seemed like every time Newcastle got in behind the back line, they were going to score, like, which they pretty much did. So
exactly.
All right. Next question. So this is from Subatomic Squash. So his statement or paragraph. I'm sorry, it's just really long. So, but I'm happy. Not sure if it fits with the pod, but I have Sterling in my team, and I don't feel like he's going to produce this season. Sort of forced draft pick since he was still available. I have Awonyi and Wissa as bench forwards, Rash as forward 1, and Watkins as forward 2. That's fucking impressive, by the way. And is it time for me to accept that Sterling is a pure matchup form play and start either of my 2 alternate forwards? Wissa ghosted really well week 1, or should I stick with Sterling? He showed okay flashes linking up on the right.
Simple answer for me. Sterling wasn't a starter in those forwards anyhow for me. Like, he's never really ghosted that well. So, or even if he did ghost well, his dispossessions used to bring him back down to on a bad level. So, Wissa starts over Sterling pretty much every game week for me until Sterling picks up form, like you mentioned, and then sure, maybe then you play him.
Yeah, as soon as Sterling gets form, trade him. or trade him to a Chelsea fan in your league. Because I would definitely be starting Vissa as well. Like, you've got your nailed front 3 right there. Rash,
basically,
Watkins,
yeah.
Vissa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Awonyi is a solid backup for any of them.
Definitely. Like, he came off the bench and scored, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think he was Nottingham Forest's top scorer last season as well.
I think just 1 or 2 more than Brennan, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't need 5 forwards. Like, that's excessive, I think. So trade, get a midfielder, get a defender, buy low on someone else. Definitely don't. I wouldn't rely on Sterling, man. Like, didn't look good in preseason. I still don't think he looks good right now. It's up to you, but yeah. Next one, Squirtle did it. That's a great name.
Solid.
I have my draft today. If you were to redo your top 12 picks, would TAA and Grealish still keep their ranks? I'm assuming KDB is a give-in.
That's tricky. So, Grealish to me, no, doesn't keep around 1 rank. He's, even with KDB out, I don't think his value goes up enough to keep him in around 1. Trent, jury's out, but I would still say yes. Trent and Trippier are around 1 defender picks.
I mean, wait, how many points did Trent get? Because Tash slid into our comments and DMs. Oh, Trent got the least of all Liverpool players, -0.75. Nice, love that.
Nice.
Here I was saying he's a 2nd round pick. Listen, I still think he's a top fucking player. He's not playing the number 6 or midfield role that he was playing during preseason. If you watch football, you would have seen that Salah's offside goal was the assist by Trent. So
correct.
He would have gotten points, like 7 to 8 points. Sure, it might have been pure attacking points, but the upside is there, right? And if Liverpool fix their midfield issue, I still think Trent is a top pick. But the fact that Slobosai is taking corners and it's not all Trent, that worries me. And that's why since like after Ross talked to us about it as well, like my valuation on T Bebe dropped because that was his one high selling point for me. He was just always dominating set pieces.
Yeah, I'm just skeptical that Soboslai keeps his starting spot for much, like, throughout the season.
Yeah.
I do think Trent will get back those set pieces. So yeah, I think spot on. It is a lot of ifs I'm putting in here to keep Trent at the top pick, but I still think he's that.
Yeah. I agree with Grealish. Like, I think Grealish goes like maybe
Mid to late second.
Yeah. On the fucking nail head.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if we had to go a top 12, let's say, a list, what would we go? Like, first pick has to be Bruno still, right?
I would switch to Haaland just to give him how ridiculous that was again.
Sure. 1-2 Bruno Haaland?
Bruno Haaland, yeah.
Yeah.
Salah third. Saka,
Yeah.
Salah.
Maybe Saka,
Yeah, possibly.
Because I don't like how Salah ripped off his little Band-Aid hissy fit Saudi links. Like,
wasn't a good look.
yeah. So Saka Salah, let's go 3-4. 5-6.
Oof. 5 looks like Madison or Eze.
Yeah. Madison Eze. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. 7-8. Where are we gonna go? 7-8 is a little
Isak
tough.
gets up there now.
Maybe end of first for me. I don't know if he's
okay.
Because
Fine.
he got 2 goals and just scored just higher than 20, right?
True.
So his ghost points are still lacking for me.
Yeah, Trippier is still up there.
Yeah, I think Trippier is still up there. Who else is up there?
The Brighton boys are all up there still. Like Mitoma's
like
up there.
Mitoma, yeah. Is Bowen breaking into that for you?
Late first, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Rashford has to go.
Yeah.
So I think I'll go Rash next.
Yeah, that's a good show as well.
Maybe Julian Alvarez or Foden, given what we've
because
seen.
of the KDB injury as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you can steal that pick from the Haaland owner, you can you can really fuck him up with a trade. Like,
he should be willing to give you next to everything he has.
like I feel like Julian's like kind of nailed now because of the outs and the injuries, and
yeah.
there's no one else to play. Like,
until they buy someone. I mean, Paqueta is going to be great for them, but if they go that way, but they need an out and out winger or something in that squad again.
yeah. I think we kind of got like 10 to 12 names.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Cool. KDB, what are we doing with him then? Knowing his injury, where would you be drafting? He has to get picked up at some point, right? It's like Ivan Toney, basically.
Yeah, I think KDB still goes at like round 4.
Yeah.
But you just know you only get half a season out from him.
Even if he gets that far too.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Next question is from Ibby343. So it was a last minute question. Thanks for sending your question, but he would love to know how Olise and Paqueta would fit at Chelsea and Man City respectively, and fantasy implications.
My take, Olise I think is or has the potential to be an elite creator. I think it's something Chelsea needs more than Olise needed to go Chelsea. Like, I think Chelsea needed an Olise type more than he needed to go there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm struggling to see. Given how strangely you're lined up with the back three and whatnot, I don't know how to think about it. But yeah, I think he fits right in. I think he has the prime experience. We've seen him create tons at Palace, so I think he'll be great. Paqueta at City, I just rate him very highly. I think he's versatile. I think he could be that gun-to-gun type that they lost.
Yeah,
so,
agreed.
And I think he will, if he gets the move, he got a move, is it done? I don't even know.
I don't think it's done. I thought it was weird that he played for West Ham. Actually.
Same, I found it very strange, but
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if he's still at your club, surely you play your best players, right?
Yeah.
Look at how Dortmund paid the price for that, not using Jude and losing the title. Supposedly he was injured, but like, who knows?
But then why the fuck are you on the bench?
Exactly. So, yeah, you play your best player if he's still signed for your club.
Yeah.
I think he'll fit in great gun-to-gun type, yeah. Fantasy implications, both of their values go way up in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
Just a waiting period.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, Noni's great, like Madueke or whatever. He's great. Just final product is lacking. He can dribble for days. Sterling is kind of washed up. I'm not sure if Maatsen goes back out on loan or just has a free role in the team. Because Olise predominantly played on the right for Palace, right? So that's why I'm assuming he's going to pop up. And I would assume now that we've got Caicedo, we go into back four, allows one more attacking option for the forward. I mean, Nico Jackson then kind of gets service, right? And yeah, I think Olise definitely goes up. But the thing is, in terms of fantasy value, I worry about him getting as many minutes as he did at Palace. Like, he might smash it when he plays at Chelsea, but it's the nailedness, right? I think you're going to need a backup option.
That's fair.
Because we have, like, a bajillion players, even though we sold a bajillion of them. With respect to City, I think Paqueta sees as many minutes because they've got rid of Gundogan, like you said, because I think he goes into that Gundogan role.
Right.
But, I mean, who's to say, right? KDB injured. What if he plays in, like, a 10 pocket or something like that? Like, if that happens, it's like Pep might come up with some fucking madman shit to use him, right? So
yeah, for sure.
I agree, like, he's still gonna be a smashing asset. Like, he could potentially have like round 2 value in a Man City team that just scores goals for fun. So
I mean, the same rotation caveat holds there too, but
yeah,
right now we think he fits in.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then final one. So this wasn't a question. This was like, I posted in the Discord asking for questions. And then I don't know if this guy responded to me, but basically asked a question right after I posted. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use this as a question because I have no shame.
Fair enough.
So how high are we on GWP now that's official, high round 2 equivalent? We talked about GWP, but he was a round 1 pick on his day.
Yes. Late round 1, but yes, round 1.
Like Trippier sort of levels.
Correct.
But because he's not the main man, then I'd say maybe round 2, round 3 sort of thing. So
yeah, I would go mid. Anywhere mid round 2 on.
Yeah.
Sorry, that question, not that it was a listener question, but came from BB456.
Yeah, I should have probably credited him. Sorry.
All good.
All right, cool. Now we shall move on to our final segment, which is the FA/Waiver Picks. So for this segment, we look at picks that are under 50% owned because we think you have a chance of getting them in your leagues. And we're going to do the same thing like we did last time. We're going to break it down into goalkeeper, defender, midfield, forward instead of like club by club or fixture by fixture. I just, try something new. And I kind of feel like we look at assets in this sort of way. Like I'm trying to fill one of these spots versus I'm trying to get someone from this club sort of thing. So...
okay.
Yeah, cool. Let's start. I just realized that I put a defender and a goalkeeper thing, so let me fix that.
Yeah.
Well done. Good job. Yeah, so we have no goalkeeper picks. Nice.
No, I have one.
Who's that?
Johnston.
But he got like 10 points with the clean sheet.
Yeah, so more because of what we saw from him last season.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should at least be higher rostered than 17%.
Fair. Yeah. Like, I'd be rostering him over Neto.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of other goalkeepers are gone way higher percentages than him. Like, Spurs goalkeeper, for example.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the Fotheringham guy, Sheffield United goalkeeper, 0% owned, put up 12 points.
Exactly. Yeah. That kind of.
Areola, 8.25, 0%
Yo,
owned.
where's Robert Sanchez? 33% owned. He's not a bad shout now that he's number one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I was trying to
yeah.
avoid that all pod, but thanks.
I only just remembered. My bad.
Yeah, I keep forgetting on purpose, honestly. It's so terrible. I cannot believe Brighton's bench keeper is now our starting keeper.
Amazing.
It's terrible.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Sam. Oh, Kaminsky, Luton's goalkeeper. I mean, they don't have a fixture, so maybe we shouldn't talk about them, but 0%
Yeah.
own, 9.5 points. Yo, why are all these 0% guys, like, smashing it? Like,
A lot of zero heroes, yo.
we love them. We do love them. And then maybe Matt Turner, 21% own Nottingham Forest. So,
All right, way too many goalkeepers now.
yeah, too many. All right, let's talk about some defenders. We got a bunch of names here. Are there any ones you kind of want to discuss in particular first?
I want to throw out Agard.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
he has good ghost potential. We've seen it, but it's been consistent. I think, yes, West Ham aren't the best defensively, but you know what? He can get you a 8-pointer floor, I think, is kind of where... Sorry, a 6-pointer floor is kind of where I see him.
Yeah. You wouldn't rather like either of the fullbacks, Emerson 15%, Soufal 90%. Like Emerson got a bunch of attacking returns in preseason. Like eye test wise, he looked decent, gets forward, that sort of stuff.
I just worry... I always thought he had a rotation on him.
Yeah.
So I still kind of worry there. Soufal, I like, but hit or miss, right? Either he does well or he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean that's probably why like most of my defenders are like centre backs because they get those ghost points, right? When they don't get the clean sheet, right?
Right.
Like you look at VVD, got like 6-ish points. Tilva got like 7 to 8 points, something like that. I mean, look at Dawson, 5% owned. He got like what 10 to 12 points after conceding a goal
he
against
smashed it,
United.
yeah.
Kilman also got good ghost points. I think he got 10 points. He's only 22% owned.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Egan, there's Bolly. Yeah, there's like points out there, man. From the centre backs. Tomiyasu, I think, is a nice sneaky grab right now in leagues.
You don't think he faces a bit of rotation? Tierney?
Well, Tommy's probably gonna play on the right side. Tierney's
Right.
on the left. Zinchenko's out still, kind of.
Okay. Is he? Okay. So
Ben White is there.
Right, but Ben White played centre back start because Gabriel got benched. It was weird,
What the
right?
fuck was that?
I don't know. So I think Tommy's a good grab, but I'm not confident on it.
You know what worries me though is that Arsenal's game is the last game in the game week. So if you have no one else to fill in your Tommy spot, if he's benched, you're kind of fucked. So have a backup plan for that.
Good point. I mean, then you just scramble and grab. I think they're playing Palace, right? So you just scramble and grab whatever Palace defender's available.
Yeah. And I mean, they did okay, but are you expecting them to smash it as much like they did versus Sheffield? I don't know.
No.
Like Mitchell and Ward didn't really put up points, so
No, yeah. It was just Gahey and Anderson.
yeah. This Kirkes dude came in with a lot of hype. Hungarian, Toddy's boy. Says Toddy's Hungarian, if those who don't know. Toddy from Draft Society. Little fun fact tidbit. But yeah, he also put up some decent points. Low from Sheffield United, 6% owned as well. You could probably grab some Spurs guys, but I feel like they're just gonna concede against United, so I'm not sure what to expect there.
I think Royal has the upside that he's worth a grab. Like, he got a goal. He probably will get in those positions to get goals.
I can't
But who
believe
knows
he's
if he
benching
starts.
Pedro Porro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, now that you mention that, let's talk about the Spurs centre back that is so fine. He blows my mind.
Van de Ven?
Micky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Micky.
I didn't actually realize he started.
Who else are they gonna start? Christian Romero scored a goal and just came off, bro.
Yeah, it was a concussion. Well, it was a
Which they
precautionary
didn't use
sub.
properly, apparently.
No, they didn't. Ridiculous.
So Spurs.
But Davinson Sanchez is not it, yo.
No, he's not. He's terrible. He's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nor is what's that next guy? Tanganga or
Yeah. Eric Dyer, old man.
Dyer, neither. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Micky conceded 2 goals and still put up 5-ish points. So I don't know. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you really want to tempt with be tempted by Spurs defenders, but it's the same thing we go back to. It's like center backs get defensive actions, they get points. It's like a safety net sort of thing. Versus we saw like some of the fullbacks do fuck all in some of the other teams. I think like Baldock, for example, like you were talking about the team sheet, the heat map thing, right? Baldock was like the highest average position player, got like what, negative 0.5 points or 0.5 points.
Yeah.
And John Egan got 8.5 points. Like,
right.
So, okay. Any other defenders you want to touch on?
Van Hecke is a bit
Brighton dude.
Brighton guy. Yeah, he's interesting. He did well, but they got the clean sheet, right? No, they didn't.
They didn't. They conceded.
Oh, wow. Forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought he had the potential of like Adam Webster or Dunk, but no, that's way more ghosties than I thought then.
Yeah, so 1 shot on target, 1 tackle, 1, 2 interceptions, 6 clearances, a block shot, 5 aerials. A little bit of everything. But played Luton.
Okay. Yeah, and his counterpart, like Dunk, got minus points.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. Tricky one.
Yeah. I mean, Bear 20% owned, but Burnley don't play this game week. So unless you're spoiled with depth, you'd probably avoid him.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to midfielders.
Sure. There's going to be a ton of them.
Yeah. Where do you want to start with this one?
Let's start from the Wolves boys go up, because I think for most leagues or some leagues, Wolves would actually still be on waivers.
Yeah.
Matthias Nunes, yo.
Yeah, just ghosted out of his fucking life. 16.5 points, 2 key passes, 1 tackle, 1 accurate cross, 5 interceptions, 1 clearance, 6 successful dribbles, 2 aerials. Popped up twice in our data dump. Extra outlier thingies. I mean, and played 90 minutes. What more can you ask for?
Agreed.
All right. João Gomez, though, is also there. 8% owned, put up 10 points.
Yep.
Kind of similar-ish categories. Basically, no interceptions. So I think if you don't get Nunez, João Gomez is worth a punt. But again, I don't know what Gary O'Neill's going to do. How did we not talk about?
True.
It's just been like madness. This window has been... I can't deal. Like...
And I love how like the first thing he gets is a yellow card for not getting the penalty he should have got.
Which was obvious. Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see it, but was it that blatant? Was it that bad?
It was that blatant.
Oh, VAR, I fucking love you. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
For them to apologize, like they came out afterwards and apologized.
Really?
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still with this foolishness. Okay, good.
And that's
Okay,
why
good.
the refs got suspended, right?
Oh, no way.
The VAR team, the assistant VAR, and the ref got.
It's a farcical.
Yeah.
Are you touching Sarabi at 11% owned?
I think he looked exciting. I think he should have gotten a return. Don't know yet though. Like
He basically just got 3 key passes in 62 minutes.
more excited by some of the other guys, so maybe not yet.
Yeah.
But Wolves on a whole just looked
Good.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. We got one guy from West Ham, Mr.
Yeah.
Fornals. I'm not sure how I feel about him. Like I feel like he deserves more minutes in the league. Like he has attacking returns in him, but I don't trust Moyes to consistently start him. That's my problem.
Same, and then with Ward-Prowse now going there, someone has to drop out.
Yeah.
So I actually grabbed him pre-game week 1. I mean, I got 5 points or whatever it was from him.
Mm.
But he's still in my team. I think I'm soon dropping him.
Yeah, fair enough. Bissouma 22% owned.
So happy he's back, man.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Actually, as we're speaking about him, I did put in a waiver for Bissouma,
Yeah.
but I guess I dropped Ryan Christie, I think. But let me go and swap Fornals to Bissouma real quick.
Yeah, I mean, his points basically came 4 interceptions, what was it, 2 clearances, 5 successful dribbles. I think there's a key pass in there as well. So a little bit of everything. He's probably gonna tick along with points if Højbjerg is not playing. Højbjerg didn't play, right? Did he? Can't remember.
No, he did not.
I don't think so. Yeah, so maybe all that responsibility kind of falls on him. And now that the toxic environment that, what's his face, that has hair implants and now looks like real hair in his head, Conte. Yeah, see, there you go. I was going somewhere with that. Yeah, I mean, Conte now left and maybe people are like, okay, well, maybe I'm allowed to actually play football and not just defend or whatever by not defending. But I mean, listen, whatever. Yeah, Bissouma, yeah, it's good to see him get points. So I think I put a waiver on him, but I didn't get him as well. So yeah.
Right. No, yeah, he's gone in my league, unfortunately.
Norwood 19% owned.
Spoke about him. We both picked him up. I got him in one league. You got him in the league we're both in.
Yeah.
He was on corners. That's what we mentioned. So
yeah,
good
he took
asset.
5
Grab
of
him.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. What else is there?
Jacob Murphy.
Okay,
Big
yeah,
upside pick.
you talked about him a little bit. Like, what's up with that? Are you really because this guy fucked you up in the playoffs last season? Like,
Yeah, but it's just the upside pick. Like, Newcastle are going to rotate between Barnes and Gordon and between Murphy and Almiron. I don't mind a piece of that, regardless of how I get it. Like, any of those 4, I wouldn't mind just holding on to. So, I do think Murphy is the lowest of those 4, though, because he's going to get the least amount of time of those 4.
yeah. Giles 14% owned, but Luton doesn't have a fixture. He ghosted well, so
He did.
Again,
Yeah.
if you're spoiled for depth, go grab him. But let's talk about teams that are actually playing. You want to touch on
Everton.
Palace or Everton? Everton, yeah.
Let's go Everton.
Okay.
So I like this kid, Garner.
Mm.
James. I expected him to be a steady Eddie this season.
Mm.
I almost drafted him in my draft.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know what, I'm going to target high upside random picks like Cole Palmer. And that's clearly why he's still free in a lot of leagues, 9% owned. But
Yeah.
I think he's a good grab.
Yeah. Agreed. And I feel like because Everton don't have a proper striker, like Doucouré is probably going to get some chances on goal. Onana is probably going to play a bit further up because I mean they have Maupay playing striker, and I mean, come on, come on. Yeah, I mean they're gonna be steady eddies, and I think Doucouré more so than Onana.
Yep, Doucouré has upside too, so.
Yeah, I mean he's closer to 50% as well, so it makes sense.
Correct.
Crystal Palace, new boy Lerma smashed it, man.
Yep. Schlupp, very consistent.
Yeah.
Whenever he plays,
has a goal in him as well.
He does. I'm surprised he's just 10% owned, to be honest.
Agreed. It's saying 0% owned here. I don't know why. Or is that just referring to my DPL Com League? That can't be right.
No.
That can't be right. What are you seeing on your system?
Let me see. But you could talk about the next one up.
Who else is there? Yeah, 15% owned Lerma. That's weird. The percentages are doing weird shit, man. I don't know what to trust anymore. Anyways, we can talk about Dahoud, Brighton. Kind of ticked along decently with ghost points as well. I wonder if all my percentages are on shit because it depends on the league that you're looking at. So maybe this entire segment has been bullshit, guys. I'm okay with that, though.
No, I mean, it can't, right? Otherwise, it'll just be 100% if they're owned or not. So,
yeah. Unless it just changed?
I think it might have changed because I also saw Schlupp at 0%, but there's no way he's at 0. Yeah, in both leagues.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lerma.
Yeah, Schlupp is 0% owned. Yeah, I think this is like somewhat right. But Schlupp is basically like not owned, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm checking like other leagues and stuff like that I'm in. Like, or the leagues that we're like commissioners for and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, dude, like Schlupp is like a free agent in Banter Boys second division league. So
0%, damn.
Yeah, that's
definitely should be more than that.
Yeah, 100%. And Doucouré has a partner in midfield now and is like, I think has a bit of freedom to his play now, so he's probably going to get points as well. Like Palace actually looked just decent again. Like they probably should have conceded, but by the way, did you see Roy almost got into a fight with Lowe on the sidelines?
No.
Yeah,
really?
yeah. The ball bounced next to Roy, and I think Lowe accidentally grabbed his penis, and then Roy tried to fight him. Yeah.
No way.
Watch the video.
I don't think it was an accident, man.
76 years old, and Roy was upset.
That was fully intentional, yo.
It was great. Definitely not a PG pod, guys.
No.
Okay, yeah, but talking about like, I mean, yeah, Crystal Palace boys, good. I think go get them.
Yep. Hard fixture.
Who's the hard fixture now? Oh,
Palace has the hard fixture.
Yeah, true. I'd probably like if you had to pick one of the three guys, then who'd you go with in that hard fixture?
Lerma, probably.
Yeah, more work to do.
He'd have more work to do. Exactly.
Probably get a yellow card.
Maybe.
Dahoud 7% owned. Sorry, not 7% owned. 45% owned, but or 48 or whatever. But 7 points scored. But he played an easy team, so I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, I just like his name. Mahmoud Dahoud.
Yeah, Boys in Dahoud.
Yeah.
Good team name.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Shout out to our Inside Tracks fan rep, club rep. Yeah. Bournemouth. Brooks got a lot of hype. He was like one of our picks gems in our Inside Track series. Christie, there was a bit of doubt because he had like an injury during preseason. 22 and 14% owned, both respectively. Both put up similar-ish points with similar sort of underlying numbers, like key passes, all that sort of jazz. What are you feeling here? Like, what do you think? Decent picks?
I'm
decent
feeling
streamers?
neither.
Neither, because they play Liverpool next.
So I actually own both last game week, and I dropped Brooks already.
Oh, wow.
And I dropped Christie already.
So
I
who?
just think. I think. Who did I get? I forget. But
That's wild.
I think I might have dropped Brooks before the game week started. I might have just picked him up and then dropped him back immediately.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I don't see enough upside there for me.
Hmm.
And I think I just didn't want the headache. So I just chased the upside pick that might not necessarily start and will just make me have an easy decision, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Final midfield pick, Thomas Partey. Do you think he's with a draft? Because I feel like Rice is the one that's sitting back.
Interesting. Well, Partey played on the right. He played right back, right? He started the game as right back.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't watch that game.
So White was in centre back, and then Partey was right back. Weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'll wait and assess Arsenal properly when Gabriel plays again. Surely it happens next game. Like,
Yeah, I'm just looking at average position thing. You're right. He was pretty much like in front of Ben White on that right side.
yeah,
And Rice was pretty much on the left side with Timber and Saliba.
right.
That's a very interesting average position heat map thing. I
Yeah,
think we need to definitely, I mean, if we're doing the video stuff, have the slides and stuff, maybe throw up some interesting ones. So,
True.
yeah.
But
Okay.
Partey's one to monitor, I would say.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, forwards. So this is where things get really slim pickings now.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
I mean, let's just go reverse order of what we did just now. So alphabetical order, I guess.
Okay. So starting with Brighton with an A.
Mm-hmm.
Adingra. Gem pick, coming off the bench, scored a goal, 11 points. A watch and see. Maybe it could be a Matoma situation.
Watch and see, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Burnley and Luton Town assets. We won't really touch on them. But
Nah.
keep an eye on maybe Amdouni, Lyle Foster from Burnley. Woodrow is the guy who got 6 points in 1 minute from Luton. I don't know how that's
Okay.
possible, but keep an eye. But neither of them play. So let's talk about Crystal Palace Edward, 29% owned. What the fuck?
Solid game, huh?
23 fucking points. That's madness.
Yeah, he's never done that. Ever.
Never, ever. I feel like that's his highest ever Fantrax score. I don't know. No, that can't be right. I think he scored a brace against Spurs last season. Or the season
Yeah.
he came in.
I think he did well in one game.
Yeah. 2 key passes, 3 shots on target, tackle 1, 2 successful dribbles, 3 aerials, but also played promoted team Sheffield United.
Yep.
Yeah. So fixture play? Or
I guess. Fixture play, yeah.
yeah.
Neil Mopay.
5% owned.
Avoid.
Yeah. Fulham should have conceded, they didn't, and I feel like everyone else looked better than Mopay. So Ilanga, yo.
Interesting one. He didn't ghost very well because he got the assist.
Yeah.
But he got the assist.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he goes on to start in that team, right? You would think so.
He should.
And you would think then he would start ticking along with ghost
Brennan
points.
and Gibbs White and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, I would be excited to get Ilanga, to be honest.
Yeah. Benny Traore, 15% owned, Sheffield United. He got shouted as like a dynasty pick because he's a kid.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why we have an extra already in the league, to be honest.
Yeah. There's several. Can't get enough of them, man. What is he? He is 20 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
but he basically racked up, I think, 24 goals and 9 assists in 57 appearances over 3 seasons with Hacken, BK Hacken. I don't know where that is. I feel like I should know where that is. But he gets points, he scores goals, that sort of stuff. Ghosted fairly okay, right? Ended up getting... Why did my Fantrax page go away? Ended up getting 4.5 points. Nice. Didn't ghost at all then. I mean, maybe he can get points. Who knows?
That's what you want, guys.
Yeah.
Assets who can maybe get points.
No, but let's talk about an asset that I think you should definitely consider rostering. Cunha, 37% owned. Looks good, man. On penalties as well during preseason.
Yeah.
So
Data dump supports it.
Yeah. Fabio Silva, by the way, 1% owned, 7.5 points in 12 minutes. He's always been promising, just never got minutes.
Correct, and I don't know if he's going to start. Like, too much rotation there for him, but Cunha definitely. Wolves just looked good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a 1 week fluke, but
yeah,
wouldn't mind taking that punt, really.
Yeah. Cool. That's it.
Very good way to end.
Yeah.
Not underwhelming at all.
at the hour and 40-something minute mark. Nice. A plan.
We stuck to that hour.
Definitely. To be honest, I didn't expect that many questions, but I'm grateful. So.
True.
Yeah. We'll figure out some sort of method to our madness. But yeah, those are the picks and that's the pod. First pod back in the books. Anything you want to add before we sign off? Because
Did we even plug Rass's
the
audio?
socials, right? I
don't even
completely
know.
forgot to do the socials. I didn't do the socials during Inside Tracks either, mate.
Lovely.
Yeah, don't pay us, so don't follow us. Don't do anything. Just
so good. So good.
Yeah.
We're
Do
here
my
to
job.
stay, guys.
Yeah.
We're here to stay.
Yeah. Never
All
leaving.
season long.
Never.
Just come back.
leaving. All right. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's it. We'll catch you on the next episode then. Peace.